Management is an all-out action game where you're going to be using cards to try to pass dangers to other players. Yes, you are trying to eliminate their bosses. Each player has 2 bosses of their gang. And I tell you what, there's just too many gangs for this small town. That's why you've got to be the last man standing. Let me go over real fast how it plays. Once everybody has all of their 5 action cards, their 2 bosses, their boss chips, we're ready to get going. Determine a starting player. I usually like to go whoever's game it is, and they're going to have the first danger token. You're going to flip over a danger card. For instance, this is poisonous gas. Now I have to eliminate or pass this poisonous gas. Ain't that the way it is?
There's a lot of poisonous gas that gets passed around here.
And I've got to get rid of this or give it to another gang, or else one of my bosses is going to be eliminated. So I look through my action cards, and I happen to see, quick reflexes. Now the quick reflexes can throw various different things, such as the ninja star, the poison, or the grenade. Well, here's the poison. So I play this, and I'm going to say pass it, boom, right over here to Clyde. And so now Clyde is going to lose one of his boss cards unless he gets rid of this. So he looks over here at his cards, and sure enough, he's got a couple things that will work, but he's going to play the secret tunnel. Now he could play the antidote, because this action card actually cures 2 things. It's the poison gas or the snake bite. But instead of just getting rid of the card and putting it over here and moving on to the next player and their danger, he's going to try to pass this off to his player to the right, because after all, he's trying to eliminate and be the last man standing. So he passes that through a secret tunnel over here, and he's pretty doggone happy about the whole thing. And so it is now this player's turn, and he's looking through the different things that he has. Now, if he doesn't have anything that will get rid of or pass this gas on, he's going to lose one of his bosses. But guess what? His boss actually is Dr. Toxin. He has the mob boss. He has Dr. Toxin. There's a variety of other types of bosses, such as Secret Agent or Ninja or the Commando or the Bomb Squad. And each one of the bosses can get rid of one specific type danger. There's 9 bosses. There's 9 different dangers, so you get the idea. And Dr. Toxin just so happens to have the ability to pass the gas. And so guess what, Auburn? You just got gas passed.
To me. So I look at my cards, but I've already had one of my bosses eliminated. So in most games like this, you eliminate the player, you are out. Right? So I'm going to say I don't have the ability to pass this gas, and I don't have the ability to stop this gas. So for that reason, I'm out. My last ninja, he can catch and throw a ninja star, but he can't defeat the poison gas.
So his boss is eliminated from the game, and Auburn then has to give up his boss chip to the player that was able to eliminate him. So over here, he's going to get an extra chip to put on one of his mob bosses. So he'll say, you know what, Dr. Toxin, you did me right by doing that. So, and this is obviously just for the sake of the game, we set that up.
Right.
Auburn would normally play a card that could save him, but
we wanted to show you why this game is unlike most other player elimination games. Because even though I have been eliminated, I can still win the game.
You see, a lot of player elimination games, you just sit around waiting for the game to be over and then move on. However, we have an expansion called the Ghost Deck. And Auburn now has Ghost Deck cards that allow him to play during a regular play. And if he is able to eliminate another boss because of his Ghost Deck, well, then he's going to be able to get these chips back, right? And if he has enough chips by the end of the game, and even though he's dead, he could be the first place winner for the dead people. Now, normally, the game is whoever is the last man standing wins the game. And yes, that is still a factor. However, who is the person with the most chips? Now, you can, of course, argue, hey, whoever has the most chips wins the game. And you can set that up at the very beginning, or you can give respect to the living. However you want to play it is fine.
But the official rules, if you're alive at the end, you win the game.
Well, most likely, if you're alive at the end of the game, you have a nice fat stack of chips. However, we have played it where somebody has taken a lot of other people out and got a ton of chips, and they had more chips than the alive player. So
then it's a fight to the death.
Yeah, you go outside. You know how it goes. All right, so what's going to happen is, since Auburn was eliminated from that, we would move this danger chip to the next player. Auburn's eliminated, so we go over here, and it is now his turn. A new danger comes out, and it is a drone strike. So he's going to look through his different cards. If he can't do anything and his boss can't do anything, then he's going to have a guy eliminated. So let's say nothing happens for him and he gets eliminated. Well, where does this chip go? Well, the chip just goes back to the deck. It doesn't go to any player. It's pretty much out of the game. That's okay. It happens every once in a while. But let's say he could do something. And so he decides that he's going to do, let's say he had a secret tunnel. And he decides he's going to put this secret tunnel over here and pass the drone strike here. But as he does
that secret tunnel, me and my ghost deck, that secret tunnel caves in. And so the drone doesn't have anywhere to go.
And so because of that, he looks through his cards and realizes, oh no, I'm dead. And Auburn, who had been eliminated from the game, but still been able to play because of the ghost deck, will claim these chips because his boss is dead. So that's basically the setup of the game, the plot of the game. We've taught you everything that you basically need to know.
That's right. Quick to learn, fun to play.
And we're going to be working on the artwork, because right now these are just random images that we got throughout the interwebs. And we have an artist working on the various different things that we have. We have, like I said, 9 different dangers. We have a variety of different action cards. The new orders, we're actually going to say forged orders now. And we got the gun, the brass knuckles, the bribes, the Kevlar vest, the secret tunnels. You can master of disguise, and you're going to actually copy somebody's boss's card. You'll probably say, why are the boss cards down? Well, you don't want to let people know who you are until you have to use that boss power. So this person was the secret agent, and then he has the KGB assassin come. Well, he's going to flip this over if he has to, just so that he can get that KGB assassin somewhere else. Right?
Eliminate the threat to him.
Yeah, but then if somebody plays that Master of Disguise, this one over here, they can actually copy this face-up boss power if they need to. Right, so it's fun to play. It's probably, 30 to 40 minutes if you have 5-6 players. Mm-hmm. And with the ghost deck, it probably plays a little faster because now you have the dead people eliminating their rivals as well. It is lots of laughs. I can't say I've ever played this without just big laugh out loud.
And there's a lot of energy to it. It's like, boom, there's, oh, you're throwing a ninja star at me. Nah, it's coming back at you, and there's a lot of...
And so that's what I like about it, because there's a lot of player interaction. So even though it's not your turn, even though you don't have the danger coming at you, it could be coming at you with just one card flip. And suddenly, I have to deal with this. And oh no! So once a danger has been eliminated, everybody draws back up to their 5 cards. But just because it got passed does not mean that you get to get any more cards. You have to wait till it finally gets eliminated, or it eliminates one of the bosses before. So people are like working on 1-2 cards left, and they're like, "Oh, please don't pass it to me! Please don't pass it to me!" And sometimes you even pretend you take a random card that's not going to help you, and be like, "Don't! I'll pass it right back with this card," even though this card is not going to pass it right back. And then, I'll give it to somebody else then. So a little bluffing in that regard.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Always a lot of engagement, a lot of player elimination games, turn-based games and stuff. But even though this is technically turn-based, it's just the starting turn, but it engages possibly everybody at the table on each round. This is going on 4 years of development.
4 years, 5 years coming up. We are going to be releasing this on Kickstarter
Summer 2024.
That is the
That
goal.
is the goal.
Unless, of course, there's a production company out there that realizes that this is a gem,
Absolutely.
and that easily, if Exploding Kittens can
that's hard.
sell a ridiculous amount of money, and I played Exploding Kittens.
I have
right?
too.
It is player elimination. It is a past that danger type thing, except it is so limited, right?
It's very slow. For
It's
for
super
a
slow.
player elimination game, it is slow. It's almost like a war of attrition, whereas
Right.
this is very active.
Because this has so many passes, and it's not just the next person, or it's not, oh, I skipped it over me. It's like, boom, now I'm coming after you. I'm coming, and you're sitting on all these chips. Whoa!
Well, everybody
now
that puts a target on my
everybody,
back because
right?
they want to get my
And
chips.
so you're like, oh, come bring it, right? Yeah, it gets crazy. It gets crazy, and like I said, I've never played this game where there weren't big laughs. Right? Lots of fun.
If you're a publisher and interested in publishing it, reach out to us. Otherwise, be looking for it on Kickstarter, Summer 2024.
That's the plan. That's the plan. All right, thanks for watching.